Hello, this is Pat Walker of Mission Winners, and I'm making a video here. I love your questions, and I take it very seriously. I never will be flippant with a question and an answer. Why? Because this is serious. We're talking about money. You don't want to screw up. So we're talking about, I see your work. So you've got, you got a job, you got a career, and that's good. Here's a couple of investing maxims for you. I would encourage you, please, to go in there and only focus on really clean chart patterns. Right here, I'm looking at Netflix. Focus on the cleaner chart patterns. Here's an example. You see this long top going across here? I like that. It's simple. I'm going to show you another one. This was clean through here. Look at that, going here. I want to show you another one, not here. This is aggressive here. See this? This little pennant formation? This was aggressive here, but I want to go back in time and show you where we owned it last year in August. Clean chart pattern right there. Focus on only the clean chart patterns on a daily chart, weekly, but preferably daily, because it's going to give you a very precise entry point. I'd like to show you a couple of more examples here. By the way, this is not, a brag fest. That's bogus, man. I ain't doing that. No, it's just showing you what we're looking for. Look at CyberArk here. You can say, these are clean tops, and it looked really good on MarketSmith. It's got clean tops right here. This was in a leading group at the time, and it pushes through right here. Look at the volume. It's simple. Focus on those. Only do those. But now let's take it a step further. When you buy it, please don't limit your losses at 7%. That's nuts. We are hung up on really, really precise entry points. If we have a really precise entry point on a clean and simple base, by default, it gives us a really precise exit point. I am really focusing on finding stocks that when they trigger, they push away in price. Why? Because everybody in the world sees the chart pattern. That's why we're hung up on volume confirmation. Look at the volume right here that came into this. We're hung up on volume. Look at the volume that came into this right here when this one lifted off. Is that sweet? Look at that. Is that sweet? And it just takes right off. Look at that volume. That's a thing of beauty. Off to the races. That's what we're looking for. But now, let's talk stops. Very clean and simple entry spot. If you put a buy stop in to buy this, right here, we'll say it's $63. You know where I'd put your sell stop? I'd put your sell stop down here at $62. Risk $1. That's it. That's all. Also, please, in order to do this, you got to stay away from stocks like Amazon because they can move around 5 and 10 points quick. But if you stick with longer bases like this, you will be able to get in there. You can say, well, okay, so I risk $1. If I buy it for 63, I'll put my sell stop in at 62. So that's 1 point, right? 1 divided by 63, 1 divided by 63, that's a 1.5, 1.6% loss. That's it. Also, you're not going to buy all your shares there. Rules of proper pyramiding. If your goal is to get to 100 shares of a stock, start with 50 shares. If the stock goes up 2 to 2.5%, buy 30 more shares. If the stock, and this is from CanSlim level 3 and 4, okay? This ain't my stuff. If the stock goes up another 2 to 2.5%, buy another 20 shares. So you buy 50, then you buy 30, and then you buy 20. If it doesn't go up, you don't buy more shares. Put your stop in, sell stop in, and you are managing it, and then let it work. Let the stock work for you. Anyway, I'm sorry if this went a little longer, but I hope it helps you. Moral of the story, focus on longer, clean and simple chart patterns that everybody can see. When it triggers, there better be volume coming into it. If there's no volume, be very careful with it. It means that you're the only person that saw it. I want patterns that everybody sees so that they act on it also. Great stocks, longer bases. If it triggers, put your sell stop in there As the stock goes up, raise your sell stop a little bit. And finally, after a day, look at this. Here are triggers right here. What the heck? The first day, you could raise your sell stop to break even or up just a little bit. You know what that means? Worst case scenario, you made money. Worst case. That's how you do it. And I know because that's what we did.